I just pray my love don't lie to me. Swing the iron like stamps and I can't let no holder lie to me. I don't feel these rappers, oh they lies, this hypocrisy. Ain't no competition, ain't no rivalry. Niggas think I'm playing, I don't hear one word they saying, this shit light work. Think Muhammad one of us, he might lose his life first. Suckle up and stay alert, another cop just stretch the nigga. He a demon, this an exorcism, watch I bless the nigga. You took that open blood, then you know I'm gon' get active with you. Fuck the opposition, I see vision, let me paint the picture. Rappers claim they spit and I ain't listening, is in fact the fear. If revenge was a woman, now I stroke that bitch like Jake. So time war, we gon' run the summer, it's gon' be historical. Thought they making plays, made them niggas call the audible. Ask who run this shit, but that question is rhetorical. Bitch, I'm the one, me cookies with the oil. I'ma get them crackers, hell, should've never kidnapped my family. I can't do that, bet I be the last nigga standing. Do a life sentence for my niggas, pray you understand me. I might put a switch on this Glock and call it young baby. How you real triggering on them dots? You a bird feeder, claiming he a demon. What's a demon to a cold leader? What he saying something, I ain't hear him, this shit light. It ain't about who got the gun, it's about who gon' up that pipe first. I turn a bad situation to a game changer. Bring soldiers from the dead, just raised up the chain. 6 shots, I'ma look like Aaron Jones when I run it. Never bite the hand that feeds you, you'll never get that hand back. He bitchin' about 10%, I don't wanna hear none of that. He dropping sword, fuck him, just make sure you get that cover back. Look around, he ain't with us, probably cause he never was. Now my chin like you with the angels for your brothers. Everybody wanna be Richard Porter, God kill him like Alpo. Play if he want, it's laying in the trunk like Lee Malvo. I'm a certified woman's ass nigga, I am not a toy. Hey, out with that hollow side, yeah, this the real McCoy. Feel like Gullah Jack when I'm in Fayetteville, you feel your boy. Still about my brain, still I think that's all that I do. The way I get that boy lost, they gon' start to call him Elroy. Fuck his game, pop out on them demons like I'm Hellboy.
Hear the hunger in my voice, they used to tell me to speak up. The problem was what I was saying, they couldn't keep up. Instead of moving around with some patience, they tried to speed up. It got colder than a bitter bitch, found me a way to heat up. What's a favor for a favor if we all didn't make it? Kept it 100 with everybody, but they just gon' change. I ain't get caught up in the hype, cause I ain't feel like I made it. Couldn't picture me here now, but here's your moment to frame it. And I ain't never understand that self-entitlement spirit. I felt your vibe, I don't wanna get near it. Before I made the appearance, I took a second, took a look in the mirror. This God, Lord, the only thing that I fear. Y'all got me fucked up. This all passion, it's tradition, it ain't fashion. It's no action, they make threats and it's still passing. I think massive, no respond, that's still tact. Y'all should quit rapping. Cheap shots, I'm cinematic. I ain't average, I'm an overthrow fanatic. How I go, you lose and win like asthmatics. I got first, that's automatic. I'm the best in my division. In the ghetto like the pigeons, in the hood like the engine. You a bird for that chicken. I don't fake split decisions cause my mind made up, nigga. We in the end of time, but my time ain't up. Now when I was young and running wild and wide-eyed like a cabbage patch, I had to get it as vivid, adapted to my habitat. It's certain shit I won't do, certain shit you can't prove. My shit sound like a payday, yours like more when the rent. If I had $1 for every dime you counted, I would be broke. Watch it be close, got a better chance, boxing the ghost. And they know I'm raw, and they know the spot, and I'm feeling large, still in charge. I don't make it follow, I follow the law. Standing tall like they hear on March. I just got a call from my bro, he behind the wall, he told me let it off. Niggas lying for some cat, I got a different line in me. Everybody intimidated, I got that God in me. You can focus on them dimes, I'd rather keep my nine with me. Help me get this off the ground, just know you won't fly with me now.
I try and make the news, I ain't playing by the rules. I've been trying to play it cool, but that ain't gon' be the deal. Y'all out here looking like fool. Home truth, I ain't never had to choose.
I'm trying to get beamed up, man, y'all try and make the news. I ain't playing by the rules. I've been trying to play it cool, but that ain't gon' pay the bill. Y'all out here looking like fool. Home of the truth, y'all ain't never had to choose. Trying to get beamed up, man, y'all try and make the news. I ain't playing by the rules. I've been trying to play it cool, but that ain't gon' pay the bill. Y'all out here looking like fool. Home of the truth, y'all ain't never had to choose. Trying to get beamed up.
hater. You for real hater? Must not be on like you say. Must not be getting no real paper.
One West, nigga. Dear hater, you for real hater? Must not be on like you say. Must not be getting no real paper. Nigga can't have more than you. You know them niggas will still hate you. Those are characteristics in a pussy nigga nature. Talk that shit behind my back, but be on mute when it's a facial. Smiling in my face, but you can't hide all of that hatred. I'm too silent, you a snake. I see that shit a mile away. Man of war, and I'm not sorry. Blame that shit on UPK. Pussy ass nigga, you a pussy ass nigga. Oh, you confused, you think pussy ass nigga. This ain't drag racing, why you got that drag with you? I'm a bad getter, pull up with two bad bitches. Masculinity be the reason she into me. She say she loving all that big priest energy. Gon' remember me when I step in the facility. I'm screaming ISUPK, fuck the enemy. Oh, hey, this that One West world shit right here. Think I ain't got the bitch on me, you trippin', homie, that bitch right here. Brown liquor, don't sip that clip. Cloud of vision, let's get shit clear. I ain't even fucked around, homie, put the crown on me, yeah, this my year. Yeah, and I do this shit for my niggas who solid. I ain't resent, I truly acknowledge you ain't in this truth and you ain't in this body, cause bitch, you one body. We see it coming cause we really prophets. Oh, want you about it, but you didn't stop it. A hard head make a soft fast, I guess that's why you stop with your soft ass. Hood nigga that can outclass, bougie bitches who talking about class. Soon as you cut a motherfucker, they be like, why you talking to me like that? Valuable lesson, before you judge, I will check the reflection. Real love is correct. Real love is perfection. Ain't a flaw in it, this is raw business, brotherhood is a weapon. Fuck around and get stepped on, tryna step, watch how you step. Fuck around and get stepped on, tryna step, watch how you step. 10 times out of 10 when we get it in, nigga, it's a win. If you ain't in the UPK, then nigga, it's a sin. Cause it's only one body, one truth, nigga, one spirit, yeah, one God. But when the shit hit the fan, pussy nigga ran, they got in the win. When niggas saying he was down, when really the nigga switch. Niggas saying he a ride for him, when really the nigga snitch. Really the nigga quit, hey, really the nigga bitch. Yeah, and I'm just telling you the truth about it, this ain't even a diss. Yeah, this how them niggas be acting. Talking that shit like they really be bout it, but when it come down to the action, that's when you find out that they lacking. That's when you find out that they acting. And fucking with my niggas, it's a sure way to end up in the casket. Bitches us against the masses. I don't mind getting dirty, but watch how I clean it up when it get nasty. I lift that Nina up and get the flashes, just cause I love my niggas with a passion. Yeah, oh, just cause I love my niggas with a passion. Borders of blue and fringy for the fashion. Yeah, you understand me? We standing tall on what we believe in. Yeah. Either you stand on something or you fall for anything. Believe that. Look. And if you standing on the wrong thing, you falling anyway. One West. Lost tribe.
Okay. Homie, I've been...
There's a king that's coming back to save our people. Now, we should be preparing ourselves for the return of our king, not stuck up in these denominations and religions that's destroying our people and destroying our nation.
So when we are in this kingdom and a brother or a sister is doing wickedly in this kingdom, we must tell them, look, the world is expecting you to stay docile, to stay stupid.
That's what Christianity teaches our people. Teaches our people to hate one another and love the oppressor. Like, we'll never forgive one another for anything that another brother or sister do to us, but we'll forgive the oppressor in a heartbeat. There's something wrong with that, man.
Imagine living your life as a whole Christian your whole life, and life's good because you're a Christian and Jesus is white and everything's going great, and there's a landslide and the earth opens up and you go downstairs and you walk through this place and you see a black Jesus, man. Why is Jesus Christ black with an afro in the catacombs, man? This predates the Renaissance period.
So when you read the book of Genesis, the trees in the garden with other nations, a leaf, what does a leaf do to a tree? Cover the tree. So Adam took the covering of another nation. What's the covering of another nation? Their culture. So when the Most High saw him and said, yo, Adam, where are you, man? Why are you? Don't mean I can't find you. It means like who is this nigga? But where are you, man? I don't know you.
Okay. So the Ba al Banya Yasha'ala wa Amarath al Ham wa Aidya Yahweh. The Ba means speak. Al, when it's joined with something, so al Banya means what? Unto, right? Excellent. So al when it's joined with something means unto. Banya means children. Yasha'ala is Israel. So unto the children of Israel.
Like if it's one thing a hoe gonna do, a hoe gonna hoe. But you ain't, she can't hold if there's nobody to hold with. And the thing she said at the end, where she said, I went back and I lied to him and he still wouldn't do it. And then she threw up her hands and she said, well, he'll just be a brother. That's what the fuck we need.
That's
brothers.
right.
If we have more brothers, hoes like her wouldn't have no outlet.
There was a man in the land of Oz, his name was Job, and that man was perfect and upright.
There you go, the man called Job. I think Job is what, afflicted. And that man was perfect and upright, meaning what? You can be perfect, man. Job was a man like everybody else, man. Job wasn't no angel, he didn't come from the heavens, and that man was perfect, meaning what? You can be perfect in the Bible. Being perfect is in the Bible.
Had fringes on my coattail way before Jimmy. Funny how the general ain't even see a penny. Better show respect, get smoked like a chimney. Keep my name out your mouth, don't even think it. Send a real Smith at y'all, no Jada Pinkett. Both ball heads, my grain of $1.50. Lost my man to the game, that pain that stuck with me. Had to find a cheat code to the street though, cause the niggas getting foul, shoot you like a free throw. Keep spitting acid like a Mino, and the nigga be the nicest with a mean flow.
Big Sean.
Alright, shalom, Miss Bro. Yahweh Shabbat to all the brothers. Yahweh Shema Alatam Bashmi Shah to all the sisters. This is the ISUPK, started out 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, with the commanding general Yohana, with myself, and I'm saying Officer 500 Alban out of the UK. This is the Lashawan Qadash class. This is where I teach you how to speak, read, and write Hebrew. This is where I teach you how to speak the language you spoke before you were enslaved and taught English, Spanish, German, Russian, whatever language you speak today. Before you spoke this language, you spoke the Lashawan Qadash. You spoke the holy tongue. All right, so we're gonna get that language back. We're gonna reclaim our holy tongue. All right, shalom to everybody is in the class. Of course, we've got Trooper Ira, Yahweh Shemi Al-Shabbat. Brothers always checking in. All right, let's see what else we got in the comments. We got Just Art and Paint, Shalom Sis, Yahweh Shema Al-Atah Bashemi Al-Shai. We got Sharapah out of the UK, Shalom, Yahweh Shema Al-Atah Bashemi Al-Shai. We got Sister Naima, Shalom, Yahweh Bashemi, it's like Yahweh Shema Al-Atah Bashemi Al-Shai. All right, so we're going to get into the class. So today's class is going to be a continuation from last week's class. So over the last week's class, we're going over everything we've learned, and we kind of building the foundation to form and start forming sentences now. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen. Of course, as I like to do at the beginning of each class, I will have brothers and sisters state their registry. So if you are in the comments, you're joining in, you're checking in. If you want to state your registry in the comments, of course, I'll show you the format of how to do so. So this is the Hebrew alphabet, and I'll put right here in this space. This is the format and how to state your registry. All right, so you put, can you all see my mouse right here, Khan? So you put your name. So for myself, it'd be Ra'al Ban. Then you would say either Ban or Bath, depending on whether you're a brother or a sister. Ban, of course, means son. Bath means daughter. Then you would say your tribe in the Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be Yahawada, Banyamian, Lauya, Shemaiwan, Manashah, Apariam, Yashakar. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know what your tribe is in the Hebrew, if you know what it is in the English, let me know and I can let you know. Or if you're even unsure what your tribe is, you might be new to the school and unsure whether you are of the 12 tribes of Israel. Let me know where you're from, and I can let you know what tribe it is you're likely from. Okay, and then you'd say Ban or Bath again. Then you'd say Yasha Allah, which is your nation, which is Israel in the Hebrew. All right. So as people are coming in on the comments, I want you to state your registry in the comments. So just drop it in. So for myself, I would state it as Ra'al Ban Yamian, Ban Yasha Allah. All right. Now, Ira, could you state your registry for me, Babu Kushar?
Ira Ban Yam Yasha Allah.
Most High Christ. So Ira Ban Yamian Ban Yasha Allah. So Ira, son of Benjamin, son of Israel. All right, the water. Okay, so what we're going to do now is go through the Hebrew alphabet. Of course, we've done this, quite a few times, so you'll be quite familiar. Ira, if you could go through and read through the full Hebrew alphabet for me.
Sir. A, Ba, Ga, Da, Ha, Wa, Za, Ha, Ta, Ya, Ka, La, Ma, Na, Sa, Ai, Pa, taza, kwa, ra, sha, ta.
Perfect, perfect. Most High in Christ, Most High in Christ. Good job. All right. So as the brother says, Abagada hawazaka taya kalamanasa I pa taza kwa ra sha and tha. All right, so that's the Hebrew alphabet. All right. Oh, shalom. Shalom, sis. Yahweh Shema Alatah Bashem Yahushai. How you doing? You to work?
Yahweh Shema Alatam Bashem Yahushai.
Shalom, Yahushua, Bashim inside. To up, sir.
Hi, Most High in Christ. Most High in Christ. Okay, so as you just came in, could I get you to state your registry for me?
Sir. Shalom. Oh, wait. So, like, can you say that again, sir?
Yeah, Khan, if you could state your registry for me. So it'd be your name, then your tribe, then Israel.
Oh, Khan. Nakath, Bath, Yahada, Bath, Yashala.
Most High in Christ. So Nakath, Bath Yahawada, Bath Yasha'ala. Okay, Most High in Christ. And we just had Ira go through the Hebrew alphabet. Do you want to have a try reading through the Hebrew alphabet as well?
Would you like me to, sir?
Khan.
Okay. A, Ba, Ga, Da, Ha, Wa, Za, Ka, Ta, Ya, Ka, La, Ma, Na, Sa, Pa, Tiza, Ka, Ra, Sha, Ta.
Very good, very good. I think you missed I after Sa,
yeah.
Sa, I, Pa, Taza, and then this one would be pronounced as Kwa, like in Qadash. It's this Kwa sound, right? And then the rest you had perfect. So Ra, Sha, and Tha. All right, excellent job. The water. Okay. And then of course, no sweat. All right, and then of today's class is a continuation of the previous class. So we're building the foundation to be able to form sentences and form more, complex things than just saying, individual words. We're learning more how to formulate our own sentences. So in the previous class, of course, we went over things like subject pronouns, prepositions, possessive adjectives, the 5 W's, and the question words, and then we also went over common time frames. Now, do either of you need any sort of refresher on any of these before we kind of move on to the next part? Or you're quite to wab on this? Just let me know.
I'm to up, sir.
I'm to wab too, sir. I got them right down. I looked through them through the week also. So
Most High in Christ. Most High in Christ. Okay. And then so what I have right here, I know there was a sister from the last week's class. I forget the name. I think it was I forget the name of the sister, Slacky. I should have noted it down. But it's like I think
yeah, you stuck. You back.
Can y'all hear me and see me okay?
Can you back, sir? No, you gone again. You frozen.
So Lakia, I've been having really bad internet issues recently. I don't know why. Can y'all hear me and see me okay now?
Your voice is coming through, but your screen is it's good now.
Yeah, it keep going in and out. All right, give me 1 second. I'm gonna try and refresh my Wi-Fi.
Also.
Okay, I should be back up now. Let me see. Is it a bit clearer now? I ain't getting no more issues right now. Or
Can
we
you to
looking
walk
like
now too?
I'm to warm now. Okay, Most High in Christ. All right. So I remember from last week there was a sister who asked how you would say the phrase, "I got some new books." Okay, so I found out for the sister. We're gonna go through it right now. So to say I got some new books, of course, to say I is anya. All right, so you'd say anya. The word for, in this case, she said got, but you could use quana, which is the word for buy or acquire. So in this case, I'm assuming, she bought new books. She's acquired some new books, right? So you would use the verb quana. Okay, then you have saparium, which is the plural for book. So sapar is book, sapariam books, and then Salakia. Somebody say something or la?
La.
Okay, all right, no sweat. And then the word for new is kadashiam, all right, which is also the same word for month or months, right? And kadashiam comes from, it represents the new moon. That's why it became the word for month, but the word can also just be used to say new. All right, so to say new books, you would say saparium kadashiam. All right, so the adjective, which is kadashiam, has to fit the noun. So the saparium is plural, so of course the adjective is going to be plural as well. All right, so anya quana saparium kadashiam. That is how you'd say I bought some new books or I acquired some new books. Okay, so if y'all want to make a note of that. Shalom. Also too, we got somebody named Sir Mike Studios. Shalom. He says Kal Halalium, which means all. Halal means shine, if I'm not mistaken. Is la, so it's like all shine, or might be all praises to Yahweh and then Yahweh hopes from Brazil. All right, no sweat, the water. All right, we got obviously Yasad out of Louisiana. Shalom, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Barakatah. Shalom, other one, and salutes the sisters also. We got something named Kevin Rice. Shalom, how you doing? And then Khan. All right, no sweat. So this is the kind of the phrase and how you would say I got some new books, or I bought new books. And then what we're going to do for the beginning of this class is we're going to go through common verbs. So we have subject pronouns to say, I, you, he, she, they, you in the plural sense. And now we're going to get down some verbs as well. So these are things that, I or you or he or she or they might do. Okay. It's a very important part of forming sentences. So once y'all get that, let me know once you got that sentence down, and then we'll go on to common verbs.
Yeah, I got it down, sir.
All right, no sign, Chris.
Salakia, sir. So that. Oh, never mind. You did already.
All right, no sweat. Okay, so y'all ready to go into the verbs? Okay, Most High in Christ. So I've got right here a list of verbs. So of course, this is an extensive list of all the verbs. It is, quite thorough. There are quite a few verbs on here, but these are really good verbs to write down for, the more common verbs you might use to form sentences. Okay, so I've got it in alphabetical order from, in the Hebrew alphabet. So from A, then Ba. There isn't any common verbs I found that have Ga, so it's just, goes into Da and so on and so forth in alphabetical order. So I'm going to just go through them and read through them. Of course, y'all can be writing down. If you want to as well, if you have kind of extra time, or what would be good to do is if you write the Paleo Hebrew beside it. Okay, so this will be part of like translating or kind of figuring out how you would put this, so the Hebrew and the English letters, how you would write that in the Paleo Hebrew. Okay, so I'm gonna give the example for ahab, which is the verb meaning love. You would have an a ha, and a ba. The ha and the ba are joined together. Okay, so that's how you'd write it in the Paleo. You'd write of course, this is right to left, ah, ha, and ba, and then you'd have a connector joining the ha and ba, and then the ah would be singular. Okay, so if you want to write beside it the how you write the verb in the Paleo Hebrew, I definitely do so. Okay, so what I'm gonna do while y'all are writing these down is I'm gonna just go through the verbs, or in fact, I'm gonna have, just to practice even kind of reading the Hebrew, I'm gonna have y'all take turns going through verb. Okay, so I'm gonna start with Ira. So I already did the first one. So the first one is ahab, which is love. How would you say the second one, meaning eat?
Akal.
Akal. Excellent. So akal means eat. Okay. Nakaf. How would you say this third one, meaning say?
Like you, so you said to say?
Yeah. So how would you say this third one in the Hebrew?
So like it would it be ma?
Amar. All right. Amar. Excellent. Okay. So amar means to say. Okay. This fourth one, so we got the verb for come, as in come in or come here. It would be bawa'ah. Okay, so bawa'ah means to come. Okay, then ira. If you want to get the next one.
I'm going to come. 1 second, sir. The next one will be Bawa'a.
Okay, so that's the one I just did that one. So bawa'ah would be to come, and then the one after that.
So I'm by choose, right? Baka'ar.
Okay, so this one would just be bakar, right? There's a double A because of the letter ka. The way we write it in the English letter has two A's. Okay, so with this one, it would just be bakar. Water. Okay. Nakath, do you want to say, so how would you say the verb for understand?
Bayan?
Bayan, excellent. Okay, so bayan means understand. Okay, the next one, so I'm gonna go on this one. So to say to speak, the verb is dabar. So dabar means to speak. You'll see this word quite frequently as you're reading through the Bible. There's a lot of waya dabar, and he spake, so on and so forth. This person spake, that person spake. You'll also see amar used quite frequently because people are saying a lot of things in the Bible. Okay, it's a record of things the Messiah said, things the prophets have said, so on and so forth. A historical record. Okay, so dabar means speak. Okay, on to ira. How would you say the verb meaning walk or to go?
Halak.
Halak, excellent. Okay, so halak means to walk or to go. So if you're saying I'm going this place or going that place, you'd usually use this verb. Okay, so you'd use halak. Halak would more be the past tense because, of course, we know with verbs to make it present tense, you add a wa. You add a wa somewhere in the in between the letters to make it present tense. But the verb halak means walk or go. Okay. Back to the kath. Oops, like it be. I was sneezed. How would you say the verb for remember in Hebrew?
It's like, is it zakar?
Zakar, excellent. So zakar, okay. I know one of my brothers in the school, Officer Damgabai, has a son named Zakar. His name means to remember or remembrance. All right. Also in Christ. So zakar is remember. The next one is, so to say to think is khashab. All right. Khashab means to think. Okay, over to Ira. How would you say the verb for know? So to know something.
Yadai.
Yadai. Okay, excellent. Yadai. Okay. Nakath, how would you say, what's the verb for bring forth?
Yalad.
Yalad. Excellent. Okay, so yalad means to bring forth. We've got this verb. So the verb for go out is yataza'a. So we got, bawa'a means to come or to come in. Yataza'a means to go out. Okay. Well, what we'll do is I'll go through a line and then I'll give you all some time to kind of focus on just writing down. We'll go through the next line and so on and so forth. Okay, so Ira, what would be the verb for settle or rest?
Yashab.
Yashab, excellent. So this is the verb you'll hear this a lot. You'll hear yashabium, right, which really means to be seated. To be seated, to rest, or to calm down. All right, it means to be seated mainly, okay, or to settle down. Okay, so yashab is to settle or to rest, and then nakath, this last one for this line, how would you say rescue or save?
Yashai.
Yashai, excellent. So that's the verb that the name Yahawashai is based off of. Yahawashai means is like he who delivers or he delivers. The verb Yashai is rescue or save. Okay. So I'm gonna give y'all some time to just focus on writing down. We'll go through the next line, practice reading, and we'll kind of go back and forth with it. But this will be a very good list of common verbs that you can use to refer to whenever you're trying to form a sentence or form a word. You have a record where you now know most of the more common verbs. Okay. Let's see. Of course, if anybody has any questions in the chat, also put your questions in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what you need, and I'll see if I can answer it for you right now. If I can't get it for you right now, I can more than likely get it for you next week. Like the sister that asked the question in last week's class, of course, I got it answered for this week's class. Okay. Shalom also to Sister Kayala, Yahweh Shema Alataba Shemiel Shai. Checking in from Lafayette, Louisiana. All right. Okay, and then I think that's really good for the comments. And let me just give you all a little bit of time. So what we're doing currently for anybody that's just tuning in is we're going through the more common verbs. So this is a very good list I have written down in your notes, or maybe have a screenshot of that you can use to refer. So that whenever you're trying to form a sentence and you want to know how would you say this verb or that verb, you can refer to this, and it gives you the verb in the Hebrew. Okay, so we just went through the first line. So you got hab, which means love, akal, which means eat, amar, which means say, bawa'a means to come or to come in, bakar means to choose, bayan means to understand, dabar is to speak, halak means to walk or go, like you're going somewhere, zakar means to remember, kashab means to think, yadai means to know, yalad means to bring forth, like you see this word used to say a lot in this person brought forth or bear this child or bear that child. You'll see yalad a lot. Okay, it means to bring forth. You have yataza'a, which is the opposite of bawa'a. It means to go out. You have yashab, which means to settle or rest, and then you have yashai, which means to rescue, rescue and save. Okay. So that's the first line of verbs. Let me know if you're ready for the second line, and we'll go through it. Also, if anybody wants to join these classes live, like you see this brother here, Ira, and the sister Nakath, if you want to join these classes live, all you have to do is contact me via Facebook. either Alban Banyamian or Instagram or email. You'll see my email in the comments. It should be pinned to the top. All you have to let me know is the name, your name, your zone, and the name of your camp leader. And I'll see about getting you in these classes live. I can send you a link. You can join on any device, whether it be a phone or a laptop. You can join in these classes live so you can learn more interactively. Okay. Or if you know anybody that would want to join these classes or you think it would be good, make sure you send them, let them know how to join as well. Also, for anybody that's still working on obtaining a Hebrew name, if you do in your 90 days, you'll find the link to fill in the attendance sign-in sheet. Okay, so you'll want to click that link, fill in the Google form to register your attendance. Okay.
Salakia, sir.
Khan, go ahead.
When it comes to forming a sentence, we have to keep in mind of like following the rules of the prepositions and the projective adjectives as well, like using the common verbs too.
Yes, so you'll use all of these. You use subject pronouns to say, okay, if you're saying I am doing something or I did something, you'd use the possessive subject pronoun. You use prepositions in the case if you're saying, you know, I went to the store, or I went to the school, or, you know, I went in something, or on something, or I'm on my way, or all these different phrases you could say. You'll use these prepositions. Possessive adjectives, of course, is used to say, you know, who something belongs to. So if you want to say, I went to my house, I went to your house, I went to our school, you know what I'm saying, you'd use those. So all of these will be used in forming sentences depending on what you want to say.
Concept of water.
No sweat, are you on the bar? Okay. All right, so what we'll do is we'll go through the next line now. So the verb, I'll go for the first one. So the verb to finish is kala. So kala means to finish, or it can also mean vessel in some cases. But as a verb, it means to finish. Okay. Ira, do you want to give us the verb for how you'd say cut?
Karath.
Karath. Excellent. So karath means cut. All right, that's where, you know, Captain Karathia's name comes from. It means executioner. Is, you know, an executioner is somebody who does, you know, a lot. Their profession is cutting, you know, mainly, you know, cutting people's, you know, heads off, but that's the profession Karathia comes from. Okay, so karath means to cut. Nakath, how would you say write in Hebrew? Like, as in to write something down. Sorry, I'm not sure if you can hear me. I can't. You currently on mute. Oh, I think did she drop out? Yeah, I think she disconnected. I no sweat. So I'll go through that one. So the verb for write is, oh, go ahead.
Katab.
Kathab. Excellent. So kathab means to write. Okay. All right, Most High in Christ. The verb for, or Irad, you want to give us the verb for fight? How would you say fight?
Lacham.
Lakam. All right, Most High in Christ. So lakam as a verb means fight. Okay, now as a noun, it means bread or food. So there's different contexts. Sometimes you'll see a word that's very similar to something else. You'll kind of get what it's saying by the context. Okay, I'm Most High in Christ. Okay, so we just went through kathab, which means to write. We just went through lakam, which means to fight. Nakat, do you want to get the next verb? So the next verb is to take or receive. How would you say that in Hebrew? In fact, I made an error here. So give me 1 second. Should be a double A. No, I'm tripping. I'm thinking it's a ka. Yeah, that's correct. Okay, so how would you say take or receive in Hebrew, Nakat?
Watch.
So that would be laquak. Remember this CH is a ka. It's a ka sound. So laquak. Okay, which means take or receive. Okay. I'll go through the next one. So the next one is the verb for find. Okay, to find is mataza'ah. So mataza'ah. On to the next one, Ira. Could you give me the verb for touch?
I would say nagai.
That's correct. Nagai. Excellent. So nagai means to touch. Okay. Nakath, how would you say journey or travel in Hebrew?
Nasai.
Nasai. Excellent. Well done. So nasai means to journey or to travel or to sojourn somewhere. Okay. So that's more of like maybe a long journey. Okay. The next one I'm gonna do, so the verb for give, y'all should be very kind of familiar, is nathan. So nathan means give. Like in the Lord's Prayer, it's nathan lanawa, which means give to us, or give us, our daily bread, so on and so forth. Okay. Ira, how would you say the verb for go around?
Sabab.
Sabab. Okay, so sabab means go around, or it also means like as an adjective, it means just round, as in the shape, like a circular shape. And if you add even the verb for compass comes from this word. Compass is in, what tells you north, south, east, and west. It comes from the word round because, of course, it gives all the angles all the way around. Okay, the word for compass is sawabab. But the word for round or go around is sabab. Okay, or roundabout. All right. Let me see. Sabab. Okay. Nakaf, how would you say, what's the verb for count? It's in your counting, your numbering. How would you say count in Hebrew?
Sapar.
Sapar. Okay, sapar is the verb for count. Now you might notice sapar is also the word for book. Okay, so as a noun, it means book. As a verb, it means to count, or it's like to make a record of, right? To count as a verb. So again, that's another one you'd kind of get what it means by the context. Okay. The next one, so to serve or to work, as in like a slavery, a servile work, is ibad. Okay, so ibad means to serve or to work. Okay. Ira, can you give me the next one?
For Passover, Ibar.
Ibar. Okay, so Ibar means to pass over, meaning you're going over something. Maybe you pass over the land of I pass over, let's see, I pass over Birmingham to get to London. You know what I'm saying? I pass over. Okay, not as in the Passover, the high holy day, which is Pesach in the Hebrew. This is in to pass over, to go over something. Okay, so Ibar. Nakaf, could you give me the verb for so to leave or forsake, or this is like to, in the sense of leaving or kind of quitting something. How would you say that in Hebrew?
Izab.
Izab, excellent. So Izab means to leave or to forsake. Okay, and then I'll give this one the verb for go up, and then to go up on something or above is Ilah. Okay, so Ilah is a word that means up. It could also be used as a verb to go up. Okay. I'm gonna give you all some more time to focus on writing down, and then we'll go through the next line. And then after this section, I have a few common phrases that you could use and a few common locations. Say, okay, I'm going to this place or I'm going to that place. How would you say this in the Hebrew? Okay, so we'll go through, I think we're good on time. We're going to go through the last two lines of verbs, and then we'll get the common phrases and common locations. Okay. All right, so what are we up to in this third line? Okay, we'll be at the time 7:47. I think we should be good to go. Okay, we're gonna go through the third line. All right, so I'm gonna give you the first one. So first verb, which is to stand, is imad in Hebrew. Like you have Kazakh imad, or you hear a lot imad yam, which means to stand. It means for everybody to stand. All right. Okay, so imad means stand. Ira, what is the verb for answer?
That would be Aina.
Aina, excellent. So Aina means answer, as in you're answering somebody, you're answering a question, you're responding. Okay, Aina. Nakat, what would be the verb to say do or make?
Slakia, would it be Aishar?
Aisha. Gone. All right, well done. So Aisha. Aisha means to do or to make. Like you could say you're making food. You would use this verb to say you're making food. All right, you'd use Aisha. Okay, it means like to do, or could even be in, the context is to make or create. You're doing this. Okay. The verb of command. This one.
Something wrong with your voice again, sir. Salakia said, you're cutting out again.
Okay, no sweat. Try this one. Okay. Okay, how are we sounding right now?
You're good. You're good back.
How are we sounding right now? It's to wobble.
Dan, you good. You back. You back.
All right, no sweat. I keep having to cycle through these damn Wi-Fi's. Listen, one day I'm gonna get this thing sorted. But for now, the oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks. So he just
that's right.
Good night. Listen, give me that 5G. Give me the good Wi-Fi. I need that. Right. This one, I pray this one lasts me for the rest of the class. Lord allow. You know what I'm saying? I pray the Most High opens up the airways, the cable access channels, the radio channel. Open up the internet. Let me cook for a minute. All right. Water for letting me know. All right. Okay. So where was we at? We just did tazawa, which is command. So tazawa means command in the Hebrew. You're giving a direct instruction, an order. You'd use tazawa.
Tazawa.
Okay.
So now we have bury.
So Ira, can you give me bury in Hebrew?
Kwabar.
Kwabar. Okay. So kwabar means to bury, as in you might, if someone is unalive, you might bury them. Okay. You give them a proper burial. as is our tradition. You mourn for them and you bury them. Okay, kwabar. All right. Nakath, what is the verb for set apart?
Qadash.
Qadash. Excellent. So Qadash is a verb. As a noun, it means like holy or set apart. You could use it as a verb, as in you're sanctifying something, you're setting something apart. Like I choose this specifically, I set this apart. I would use the verb Qadash. Okay. The next one, so we got rise. So rise in the Hebrew is Kwam. That's why we say Kwam Yasha'ala, which means rise, O Israel. Okay, so rise is Kwam in the Hebrew. Ira, could you give me the next one? So to buy or acquire. This is one we went through earlier.
I would say Kwana.
Kwana. So Kwana means buy or acquire. Okay, that's the verb we used here to say I got some new books. We said Anya Kwana Saparium Kadashium. Okay, so Kwana means to buy or to acquire. All right, Nakat, how would you say, or what's the verb for come near?
Qarab.
Qarab. Excellent. So Qarab means to come near or draw near to something. Okay. I'm gonna get the next one. So the next one is to call out. Okay, so it could be to call out, to announce. In some cases in the Bible, it's used to say, I name something this. Like I it'll say I name it'll say like say Abraham named his son, or this person named this person. They would use this verb quara'ah. It's like an official announcing of their name. Okay, this verb you could also use to say read, right? Like you're calling something out, you're reading. Okay, so quara'ah, that would be a very useful verb. Okay, so even in this class, I'm teaching you how to read, which is qara'ah. I'm teaching you how to write, which is kathab. I'm teaching you how to speak the Hebrew, which is dabar. So I'm teaching you how to qara'ah, kathab, wa dabar, and speak. Okay, so qara'ah is a really useful one. It could be call out, or in fact, I'm gonna also put /read.
Salakia, sir. If I may 1 second, real quick. Let me test something out. To say Commanding General Yahana, I would say Tazawa Alawap Yahana.
Not quite. So commanding is its own verb. So to say commanding, we have the word matazabya'a. Okay, so let me find that for you in the Bible, in the Bible dictionary. Whereas command, in this case, tazawa, is you're specifically giving someone a command, not commanding as in a title. Does that make sense?
Answer.
Okay, most high Christ. All right, so let me see. Let's see. Let's see if I can find it here. Let me look in the. Okay, while I'm having a look for this one, if y'all could go through the next verb. So we just did qara'ah. So where was it to? Ira, could you give me the next one?
Another one cancer. Quara.
So kind of similar to qara'ah, but the qara'ah, of course, has an ah at the end. This one is qara, which means to meet or encounter. All right. Okay, Nakath, if you could give me the next one.
Sorry, sir. Can you repeat that?
Khan, if you could give me the next one. So Ira just went through qara, which means to meet or encounter. If you could give me the next verb, of course, sure.
Ra'a.
Ra'ah. Excellent. And what does Ra'ah mean?
See.
It means to see, right? It means to see, or in Old English it would be behold. Like in Ra'ah Ban, is Ra'ah is to behold. Okay, Ra'ah means see. Okay, the water. I if you can give me the next one.
The next one, which means increase, is Rabah.
Rabah. Excellent. So Rabah means to increase. Okay, like if you increase something, if you say you increase your money, all right, you say the word Rabah, or I'm increasing. You might want to say you increased your knowledge. Okay, whatever you're increasing, the verb is Rabah. Excellent. Okay, Nakat, if you could give me the next one.
Radap.
Redap. Excellent. Okay, so redap is a verb which means to pursue, like you're chasing after something. Okay, you'd use the verb redap. Okay. Ira, if you could give me the next one.
I think this one's gonna be tricky.
I would say
Ra'ai.
So it would just be Ra'ai. Okay.
Ra'ai.
Ra'ai. So it's a Ra, no, it's like a Ra, an I, and a Ha. But the I and the Ha are connected. So it's just Ra'ai. Okay.
Ra'ai.
So Ra'ai. And then that verb means feed. Okay. So feed. And then we'll go into the next one. So I can get the system.
I feel like I'm falling a little behind with the
verbs. Okay.
Too.
No sweat. I'll give you some time to write this down.
Bawakasha.
No sweat. Okay. Shalom to Diana. Yahweh Shema Taba Shem Yahushai. Okay, so what we're going through now currently is common verbs. Okay, so these are common verbs that you'll be able to use to form sentences. So if you want to form a sentences, most things you'll be able to find here. If you want to know the verb for this, the verb for that, you'll be able to find the most common ones in this list. Okay, so it's a real good list to get down. Of course, for time's sake, as Diana, I know you joined a bit. I think she dropped off. I no sweat. Let me see. I no sweat. I'll see if she joins back in. I'm gonna give y'all some time to get these written down, and then we just got one more line to go through, and and then we'll go to the next spot. Let's see. Let the sister back up. All right, shalom, sister Lord in Christ. Can you hear me, Diana?
Okay, no sweat. I think the system might be having connection issues. But you'll just let me know when we're ready to move on to the last line. And then we'll move on to common phrases and common locations that we can get written down. And then I think that will pretty much be that segment of the class. Then we'll move on to going through the Sabbath service verses and reading through them. Hey, Shalom Diana, Yahweh Shema Allah Bashim Yahushai.
Yahweh Shema Allah Bashim Yahushai.
How you doing, Fissy Tawab?
Come.
Most High in Christ, good to see you. Okay, so what I would recommend you doing, just because I know you joined the class a little bit later, is I know it'll be tricky to write all these down before kind of everyone else is ready to move forward. So what I would recommend is taking like a screenshot, and then you can kind of note these down, or have the have that screenshot or have that image for your record, so you can refer back to it whenever you're trying to form words or form sentences.
Just so you know, I just done with Ra'ai.
Okay, Most High in Christ. You can continue writing on the next ones, and then we'll kind of join into
So like you said, but I didn't have time to do the Hebrew part.
Say again.
I didn't have time to do the ones in
Hebrew, that's
Paleo.
fine. That's no sweat. That's to work. You could even, if you wanted to, kind of go over it in your own time, just to even while you're revising them. If you want to revise them, you could do it where you put the Hebrew beside it.
I started though. Is it going kind of good? I don't know if
let me see. Let me put you up on the screen. So we got a hab, we got a cow, a ma, Khan. So you just use the connectors. Of course, the ah is singular, and then the ma and the ra would join to make mar. Amar. Those is perfect. All right, well done.
So it's going good. All right then.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we'll go through the last line. So I'm gonna do the first one. So the verb for ask is sha'al. Okay, so sha'al, a sha, an ah, and a la. Sha'al means to ask. Okay. Ira, could you give me the verb for remain?
Sha'ar. Sha'ar.
Mm-hmm. Excellent. Yeah, Khan, you had it. Sha'ar. So sha'ar means remain. Okay.
Sha'ar.
Nekath, are you to wab to do the next one?
Khan, Shabai?
Shabai. Excellent. So shabai means to swear or take an oath. Okay, so shabai as a verb means swear or take an oath. You might be familiar with shabai or might have heard it. Shabai is also the word for seven, right? Or seven, or kind of like a complete. We'll know that for the Most High, seven is a complete number for the Most High. Okay, so as a verb, it means to swear or take an oath. But as I'll say like a noun, it would be the word seven. Okay, Diana, could you tell me how you would say return or turn back as a verb in Hebrew?
So I can say it's a sabab.
So that would be, so sabab is to go around. To return is this one after shabai, so it's shawab. So shawab is to return or to turn back. Okay. I think it might be like a lag or something. I no sweat. We'll move forward, okay? Okay, I'm gonna give this one. So the verb for damage or to destroy, basically to make something no longer imperfect, like you damage it or you could destroy it, is shakath. Okay, shakath means to damage or to destroy. All right, Ira, could you give me the verb for lie down or sleep? Mainly for lie down, but of course you could use this to say you sleep. Like when you say I'm going to lie down, people kind of know you're using, you're going to sleep.
I would say shakab.
Shakab, excellent. Okay, so shakab means to lie down or to sleep. Okay. Nakath, could you give me the verb for send? Okay, so to send something. Like you might send mail or you might send somebody to do something.
Shalak.
Shalak, excellent. Okay, so shalak means to send. Diana, could you give me the verb for to throw out or to cast? Like to cast something away or throw it out.
Shalak.
Shalak. Okay, you'll notice these are very similar. They're very similar in sounding and almost kind of similar in meaning. Of course, the difference is with send is shalak. You kind of have that at the end. With to throw out or to cast, it's a more harsh. It's shalak, right? So shalak is throw out or cast. Okay. Then to rejoice, we have shamak. Ira, if you could give me the verb for hear.
Shamai.
Shamai, excellent. So shamai means to listen or to hear. Okay, as a verb, it means to hear. Nakath, could you give me the verb for guard or watch?
Shamar.
Shamar, excellent. So shamar means to guard or to watch. Like in the sisters salute, we have Yahweh Shamar, Ilathar, Bahashem Yahushai. Yahweh watch over you in the name of Yahushai. Okay. Diana, could you give me the verb for judge?
Slakia, so can you repeat that?
Khan, if you could give the verb for judge. Okay, so a priest might give a judgment or judge a matter. What would be the verb?
Shapat.
Shapat. Okay, shapat means to judge, like you're judging a matter. Okay, excellent. Then we have, so the word for to put, like you put something somewhere or you set it in place, is shawam. Okay, shawam means to put or set in place. Okay, and the last one I'm gonna give to Ira. How would you say, what's the verb for hate?
Shana.
Shana. So this one is
Shana'a.
Shana'a, Khan. All right, excellent. So Shana'a would be hate. Okay, Shana'a is hate. All right.
Shana'a.
So I'm gonna give, so those of you who are writing these down, I'm gonna give you a little bit of time to write them down. Then we'll go into the next part. Okay. We'll go into the next part, and then we'll go into reading through the Sabbath service verses. Oh, I didn't even know this whole time I had the but no sweat. Okay, also I see some new comments. So Shalom, we got Tower Bath checking in. Yahweh Shema Alatah Bashim Yahushai. Shout out to his sister in Charles City, Virginia. Shout out to Rakar. Yahweh Shema Alatah Bashim Yahushai. Rib of Officer Yasad. All right, shout out to you, sis. Shalom. I think we up to date on the comments. Okay, so if y'all just let me know once you finished writing these verbs down, we'll go into the next part. Or in fact, I could kind of scoot over to the side. Can y'all still see? Y'all still see these verbs? Or in fact, I could probably go over here because we should kind of have up to here.
I'm done with the common verbs.
Okay, Most High in Christ. Okay, so I'm gonna go over some common phrases. Okay, so some common phrases. I just put a few down, a few that would be kind of useful to know or to write down. So the first one we have is Anya Hawalak. Okay, so Anya Hawalak, that means I am going. Of course, we have like here, Anya, which means I or I am. The verb for go is halak. To make it present tense, you add a wa in between the first and second letter. So it becomes hawalak. And then you would just say where it is you're going, whether it be, to the school, to your house, wherever it is you're going, you'd put that at the end. So to say I am going to the school, it would be anya hawalak. It's like la ha bayath saparium. So like to the, in fact, laha bayath sapar, which is school, singular. Okay. So on and so forth. Or you could say I'm going to my house. Anya hawalak bayath ya. Okay, bayath ya is my house. All right. Now, if you are a sister, what you'd want to do is add a ha at the end of the verb. Okay, so instead of saying Anya hawalak, you would say Anya hawalaka, right? So in the English letters, it looks like an AH is added, but in the Hebrew letters, you add a ha at the end, and then it becomes connected with the ka. Okay, so I'm going to write, so like right here, I'm going to write in brackets. This is what the sisters would add at the end. You'd add an AH. So Anya hawalaka. That would be how you'd write the verb. Okay. It's the same with this one as well. The sisters would have an AH at the end, and that represents a ha being added. All right. It just joins with the last letter. Okay. So to say I am going, Anya hawalak if it's a brother saying, or Anya hawalaka if it's a sister saying it. Okay. Let's let the list out. The next one I'm going to do is a question like, do you know? You might ask somebody, do you know where this is or where that is? Or do you know what time it is? Or do you know, asking really somebody anything. Do you know maybe how to say this or anything? Do you know this? You'd say ha'am. So this word am means like if. It's kind of a question word. Okay. Now, when you say ha'am, it's kind of when you're more asking a question, or it's like you're asking, is this the case? Right? Ha'am is it, it's kind of hard to explain in the questions because of how Hebrew is, but ha'am would be how you'd kind of turn this into a question. Of course, to say you know is just atha yawadai. To say do you know, you're now turning it into a question. You would say ha'am atha yawadai. Okay.
Salaki, sir. Do you have to put the like that?
The dash.
Yeah.
So the dash
between the
the dash kind of splits it into like almost a preposition. and then the root word would be am. Ha'am is kind of changing the word slightly. That's why I put it to differentiate, because am by itself just means if. But ha'am is kind of how you turn a phrase into a question. You don't have to put the dash though. Like you would just write it connected. If you was writing it in Hebrew, you wouldn't, put a dash between the ha and the ah. It'd just be one word. So ha'am, atha, yawadai. Okay, so that would be do you know? Like, do you know where the school is? Or do you know how to get there? Or do you know how much it is? Right? So on and so forth. Okay. And then the last common phrase I'm going to teach you is, say you're asking, can I do this? Or can I do that? Or can I have this? Or can I drink? Or can I, maybe you could use essentially a lot of these verbs. Can I, let me see, let me use a verb. Can I give? Or can I, let me see. Can I buy? Can I rise? Or can I stand? You could use kind of any of these verbs, and then you could say Baba Kwasha at the end. Baba Kwasha is how we say please. It means in request. Okay, so to say can I, you're basically you'd form it in the way of saying I can, but then you'd put like say Baba Kwasha at the end, which means please. Like I can go out, please. It's like saying can I go out, right? So anya, yawakal. Now the sisters would say yawakala. It comes from the verb yakal, which means to be able, or to be able to do something. So you'd say anya, yawakal, or yawakala, whatever it is you want to do, whether it's drink, maybe you want to drink water. Okay, you'll use whatever verb it is for drink. I think drink is what's drink? Did I not get that down in the verbs? Let me see what drink is. I don't think it was on that list. Let me get it in the Bible. You could say I want to eat food, or can I eat, right? And yawakal. If I'm saying I'm a brother, I would use it without the ha. So anya yawakal akal Baba Kwasha. I'm saying can I eat, right? Or I would say, in fact, I would use the present tense, which is awakal, right? So anya yawakal awakal Baba Kwasha, which means can I eat, Baba Kwasha? Can I eat, please? Right. Drink. Get drink in the Hebrew. I think it's shakwath. Where is it here? Let me not worry about it for now, just for time's sake. Okay, so those are the common phrases. I think we'll get. Yeah, I think we'll get the common phrases. We'll get common locations down, and then we'll move on to the Sabbath service verses. Okay, and getting down some vocabulary. So we've been through the common phrases. So to say I am going somewhere, for a brother, he would say anya hawalak. A sister would say anya hawalaka. Okay, to say do you know? So ask somebody, do you know? You say ha'am atha yawadai. Okay, and then you'd follow it on by whatever it is you're asking if they know. To say could I or can I do something? It would be for brother anya yawakal. for a sister, Anya Yawakala. And then you could end it with Baba Kwashar. It kind of turns it into that question you're asking. Okay. Let me see. Okay. And then I'm going to go over common locations. Okay. Now, common locations, everybody should know the word for house. Of course, house in the Hebrew is bayath. School in the Hebrew is bayath sapar, which translates to house book. The house of books where we learn is a school, bayath sapar. Okay. The Hebrew word for market, which is kind of the closest thing that I could find to how you'd say like a store today. Like you're going to the store or going to the shops, going to do some shopping, right? In kind of biblical times, you would go to like a marketplace to purchase your goods, right? You go amongst the merchants and the traders, you go to a market. Market in the Hebrew is ma'irab. Okay, so ma'irab. All right. And then also to say you're going to like a doctor, right? In those times we had physicians. That's where you would go to get healed, to figure out what's wrong. You go to a physician. Physician in the Hebrew is the same word for heal. Okay, so rapa'ah as a verb means to heal. Rapa'ah as a noun means doctor or the physician, the person who heals. So you could say I'm going to the doctor. You'd use rapa'ah. Okay. Now, another place you could say is like city. Like you might be traveling to another city, right? Or traveling to another town. Like when I go to the school, I'm traveling to the city of Birmingham, right? I'm going, so I would say like Anya Hawalak Ha'aya Birmingham, right? I'm going to the city of Birmingham. Okay, I could use kind of that phrase, right? So city in the Hebrew is Ayar. There was a word, so kind of the closest thing you might say, I'm going to the bank, or I'm going to, see how much bread I got. All right. In the Hebrew, in biblical times, we didn't necessarily have banks as they're known today, but you could call it like a storehouse or a treasury where you have your goods laid up. Right. In biblical times, it would be like more physical goods, like, it could be food or valuable items. In this day and age, you just go to a bank and they, tell you how much you got in your balance on the screen. It's just imaginary money. So a bank would be like a treasury in those days. All right. And the Hebrew word for that is awatazar. All right. Awatazar. And then the last one here is the Hebrew word for inn, or like lodging or lodging place, somewhere you would go to sleep, which you could use kind of today to say maybe a hotel, or even I think inns are still kind of used, like, or there might be a hotel called, like in the UK, there's a hotel called Premier Inn, right? Because it's the same thing. It's just a more modern way of saying it. All right. So it's called, in the Hebrew, it's Malawan. All right. So Malawan is inn or lodging, or, where you would go to sleep. Say if you're not in your city or you're not at home, you go to an inn or like a hotel.
Okay.
Okay. All right, so those are the common locations. All right, so what I'm gonna do when we're ready is I'm gonna split the screen. we'll go through these Sabbath service verses and we'll get this vocabulary down. So what I'm gonna do on this screen is get to where I need to be. Bada boom. And then let me note down. Select here. Note down we'll be starting. So we're starting in Genesis 21 and verse 26. So Genesis 21 verse 26. Underline it. Okay. Let me know when y'all have written these down, the common phrases and common locations, and then we'll move on to the next part of the class, going through the vocabulary.
I'm done, sir.
Okay, no sign Christ. Okay. Oh, select. Okay, is there anybody still writing? Or yo to Diana, are you still writing, or are you good to move on to the next part? I'm not sure, she might be away from the screen. Let me give it about a few more seconds. Diana, can you hear me? All right, no sweat. She might just be away from the screen. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is we'll go through the Sabbath service verses, and we'll get down the vocabulary. So give me 1 second. Should I have both? No. Share my screen as usual. Okay. Then I'm gonna go here. All right, so y'all can see my screen, right? Oops. Okay. No sign Christ. So we in Genesis chapter 21 and verse 26. So what I'll do is I'll read through it, and then I'll go through the words, right? So in fact, I'll just go through it as I read through it, right? So we got Waya Amar. Okay, so we got wa and ya as prepositions, which you could tell me what wa and ya mean as prepositions.
I just have them in my hand. One second, sir.
No sweat.
Wa and ya, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Wa as a proposition is and ya as a proposition is he.
Correct. Well done. Okay, so wa means and, ya means he. And then what does amar mean?
As a proposition?
This is a verb. This is one of the verbs we went through earlier.
Amar. Amar is say.
Correct, right? So means to say. Okay, I'm gonna put means say. All right, so and then waya amar is basically and he said. Okay, so and he said, and then the he is referring to is right here, Abimelech, right? So Abba Yamalak, or Abba Yamalak. Okay, so I'm gonna put that here. There's Abimelech in Israel. Let me see. King of Gerar. I don't think so. All right, so Abimelech is, Abba Yamalak is Abimelech. Then we have La'ah. Okay, so La'ah is like the negative or no. It means no or not. We have Yadaithia. Okay, so Yadaithia, it comes from the verb Yadai, which means to know. All right, so Yadaithia or La'ah Yadaithia means I do not know. Okay. We have Maya, which is a question word meaning who. We have Aisha, which is a verb we went through, means to do. Then we have Ath, which is basically what it's saying what it's referring to. Then Hadabar is the thing. Okay, ha is the or thing or this. Dabar means to speak, right? So it's basically the thing which you've spoken. Okay, so so who has done the thing you've spoken? So what I'm gonna get is ha as a preposition. Can you tell me what ha as a preposition means?
As the proposition, do not know it out of my head.
The, right? Means the. Okay, so hadaba is the speech, right? Or the thing you've spoken. Okay, then we have hazah, okay, which comes from za, which is this or here. Okay, so hazah is basically saying the this, right? It's basically saying, it's a formal way of saying this. Where was we just at? 21 and 26. Why did it jump out here? Let me get back to, if it will let me back. Let me get it. 26. I need to press enter or something. Nope, it's brought me back to Genesis 101. Okay. Slovakia 21. Why is it taking me here? Insulinia, Slovakia, technical difficulties. 21 and verse 26. All right, here we go. We back. Okay, so Hazah is I'm gonna put it as a root. Azah. So za means this or here. Let me get the most common definition. This. Okay. Damn, since yep. So za, looks like it's ZAH, means this. And this or here.
You say okay. Zaha, right, sir?
Yeah, za.
Za'a.
In this is hazah, right? Which is basically it's like this. It's a more formal way of saying this.
Right? So, like, can you say it one more time? How you say
yes,
it in
in this verse, it says hazah. So the ha is a preposition, and the za means this. So it's basically saying this is just, saying this essentially. If that makes sense.
And how you say it only with the za? Za.
So za, yeah, za is the root word. So it'd be za.
And
is
not
this.
za'a.
Nah. It would just be za. Mm-hmm. Okay. Then this one, so we have wagam. So wa is a preposition meaning and. Gam is a word which means also. Atha is a subject pronoun meaning you. La'ah, of course, means not or no. We have Hagadath. Okay, so let's go into this. So Nagad means to be conspicuous. What does he say here? What's the most common? It means to tell. Okay, or told is the most common meaning. So let's go back. Okay, so Nagad. Wait, sorry, let me get it again. Yeah, Nagad means to tell. Okay. Laya is basically saying, where you see this lie, so it's like the preposition meaning to. Where you see ya, it's me, right? Like it could be me, it could be my, it could be, yeah, it's me or my essentially. So where you say laya is like to me, or you could say laka, right, which is to you. Okay. So I'm gonna put, let me see. I'm gonna put la just so y'all know this can be used to say quickly to me or to you or to us, like Barak Lanawa it means bless to us. That Nawa usually means like our. In this case, it means us, right? So la ya
like
to me. Okay. And then you have Wagam again. You have Anakia. Let's see what Anakia means. Anakia means I or myself. Okay. Anakia means I or myself. Okay, we have La'ah, we have Shemaifia. Of course, we know Shemai, that comes from Shemai, which means, tell me what Shemai means.
I know what Shammai is. I
Go
just
ahead.
had it a few seconds ago.
Yep. Sure did.
Wait.
Shalom also to Kwame Da. Shalom sis. Yahweh Shema Allah Thaba Shem Shai. Shout out to you, always checking in. And shout out to Chicago. You got Shemai? Anybody? Oh, Salakia.
Oh, I got it.
Okay, go ahead.
Spelled them wrong. It's here.
Correct. So it means to hear. Okay.
Yeah.
So Shemai means to hear. We have Balathia. So let's get into this. Balathia means, let me get the most common meaning. Be without, it means no or not, except. Okay, so it's like except or kind of until. Okay, so we'll get it here. Balathia means, you put the definition here. So it means not, except, kind of the context, until. Right, like it won't, maybe I won't, let me see. Well, I haven't heard until today or except for today, right? If that makes sense. If I just put it as not or except, kind of keep it simple. And then Hayawam. Of course, Hayawam, you will know from last week's class, means today, right? Ha is the preposition, meaning the, and then Yawam means day, so it's like this day, today. Okay? Well, Hayawam became kind of its own word, right? Okay, so We've got wa and ya as prepositions again, meaning and, he. We have quack, which is a verb meaning to take. Okay, so it comes from la quack, which means to take, right? But it's just shortened as waya quack. So let me put la quack. Now you will already have that down, so you don't, the kind of verbs which we already have, you don't have to write them down again. Of course, I'm just going through the verbs. But anything you don't have written down, of course, you want to note it down in your vocabulary. Okay. So la quack means to take. So where you see this quack here shortened, most part it means take. Okay, Abraham, of course, the Hebrew name for Abraham. Name of Abraham. Okay, we got Taza'an. So Taza'an is cattle or sheep. So it's small cattle like sheep or goats. Okay, so Taza'an, small cattle. I did not small cattle, right? You don't really have to put, I keep putting means. I can really just put the definition. I think everyone kind of gets this column means, you know, this is what the definition is. Okay, so small cattle, you know, you got, I'm gonna put sheep, goats,
small cattle.
Flock. Okay, so
So you can
Taza'an.
just put you know, when you're doing math, you put like 1 + 1 is, you know, that sign.
Like equals? Yeah, you can put the equal sign. Or you could even put a dash. Whatever kind of helps you understand. Okay, this is the word in Hebrew. This is the meaning.
If you don't get that part, then I think
right.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got Bakwar. This next one, which is more, I guess, your large cattle, right? So it means cattle, means more. Let me go into this one. So you see it's used a lot more to say bull or calves or oxen. It's more like a herd of cows, like your larger cattle. Okay. Cattle, I'll put oxen. Bakwar. Okay, so it says wabakwar, which is and oxen. Wa yathan, which comes from Nathan, which of course means to give. So wa yathan is and he gave or and gave them to Abimelech. Okay, so that's fine. Wa ya karathwa. Okay, so karath is to cut off or to cut. Let me see. So karath. I keep doing the means thing. To cut off. Put 2 T's. Put cut off, cut down. Let me go into the. Let me see. So made, cut off is the most common word. So I'm gonna put cut off. Okay. So he gave them to Abimelech and cut off and made 2 of them a covenant. Okay, so the 2 sheep. Let me see. Gave them to Abimelech. I'm going to. Okay, it could also mean make. Okay. To cut off. Or in some contexts, to make or made. I'm just put to make. Just kind of easy to understand. Okay, Shanyaham.
So the captain's name is My Cut Off.
So it's more. I get where you're coming from with the possessive adjective. It's more in the sense of this is a person who cuts. Like it's turning it more into a noun than saying my cut. All right, it's turning it into like, okay, a person who cuts, which is an executioner in this case. Does that make sense?
Can.
Okay.
So the Hebrew language is totally different than English.
Yeah, it's a little bit more complex, you know what I'm saying?
And
It's a little bit more
Salaki, and it does make more sense from how we speak, because even though we speaking, this other languages, when we make like the, like the how you say that, the street language,
yeah,
you will notice more of this sort of talking, that we use the same word for multiple things.
Yep.
Our sentence is like shorter to say
Right.
a lot of things,
Yeah, like how bread means money, but if you talk to an
Come on.
oppressor, you say bread. Like I want to make
Yeah.
some bread, thinking, oh, you're baking.
Right. But you don't know bread feeds you. That is
right.
You saying all that with that, but
God. Yeah, it's it's more complex in the oppressor's language. That's how we speak. And we speak very poetically.
Yes, that too.
So we got Bar Yath here, which is a covenant. And then we're going into the next verse. So Wayata Zab and Set. We're going to this one. Take on stand. Let me see here. The most common is set, or it could be standing. So let me put what's in the context of this verb? Okay. And what was this? Like Yatazab? Natazab. Okay. So Natazab means to set or to stand. Like we have a brother in the school named Natazab Salakia. And his name means like stand firm. Okay. So to take one stand, that's what his name means. It means he's standing firm. Okay. So means stand.
So like I'll be right back, sir.
No sweat. Go ahead. Or in some contexts to set, like to establish. Okay. But Abraham, we have Shabai, which means 7. So we know Shabai, like we went through, Shabai is a verb, means to make an oath or to swear. Shabai as a noun means 7. Okay, so in this case, it's the noun. So I'm going to put 7. We have Kabashaf. So Kabashah is a ewe lamb, so a female lamb. No, wait. So is a ewe a female? I'm not thinking. Yeah. A ewe is a female sheep. Okay, so Kabashah ewe / female sheep. Okay. Ha Taza'an. We get Taza'an. Yeah, Taza'an is the small cattle, so ewe lambs of the flock. But La Badahan. Let's go into this one. So Bad is separation. Okay. Bad means it's the most common one is alone. Also, the next most common one besides. Okay, so it means to separate or to put something alone. Okay, so separate or separate. I'll spell that right. Separate / apart or alone. Okay. So where we have labad han. So la is a preposition meaning two, bad is like alone, and then this han is like them. So it's like to separate them. Okay, and set 7 ewe lambs of the flock by themselves. So we set them apart, separated them from the rest of the flock. Okay. Just felt, let me get la as a preposition. I don't think I have that. Of course, everybody knows, what does la mean as a preposition?
Amber, proposition. La means two.
Means two. All right, Most High in Christ. Like La Yasha'Allah is to Israel. Okay. Okay, so we got here ma. So ma is a word which means what. It's really a question word. It means what, how, anything. The most common is what. Could also be used to mean why. Like in this context, it's used to be why, but it really, the more common is either what or how. It means what or how. Okay. Hana is these. Okay. And put they or these. So Hana, Shabai, so these 7 Kabashath, these 7 female sheep or these 7 ewe lambs. Ha Allah, let's go into this one. So Allah, Allah is another word which means like these. So hala is ha Allah is like these. It's basically more formally saying these. Like these are the ones. This particular set. All right, so Allah means these. Of course, we know that Allah can mean like the power or ruler. So you obviously just want to look at the context. Okay. What means these. We have ashar. Ashar is a word which means which. Of course, ashar also means, the tribe of Asher, which means to be happy, right? But of course, we want to look at the context. So ashar in this context means which. Hat has a bath. So it comes from natazab as well. So to set by themselves. Okay, we have this already. So badana. All right, that's fine. Let's see. Waya amar. Okay, we have kaya. Means for / because. Really, it means, in today's terms, you'd put it as because. Like that's what for meant, back in the day. It means more. You can even go through these definitions. It means if a lot of the times, but it mainly means because. So I'm gonna put because to simplify it. Okay. For these 7 ewe lambs, laquak. So that's you will take. It makes it future tense. We already have laquak down, which is the root. Mayadia. Okay, so ma is a preposition. means of or from. Yad is a noun meaning hand. Yad ya, of course, is my hand. This is now a possessive adjective. Okay, yad ya is my hand. Okay, ba'ai bawar. Let's get this. So I bawar means for the sake or account or reason. Let me get it. For the sake of. Put it some more kind of what it's meaning. So I bawar is for the sake of. Yeah, the more common is sake or account or because. So that makes sense for the definition. Thahaya. So haya means to be or become. So thahaya makes it future tense. So they may be. Laya is to me. Again, the preposition, and then ya means me. La'aida. So let's go this. So aida means testimony or witness. Let me get here. Definitions. Where's the definitions at? Okay, this one's a bit different, but no sweat. We go here. Definitions: testimony. I'm gonna put witness first. Witness / testimony. Okay. Kaya is because. Haparathia. Okay, so kapar. Wait, was that haparath? Oh, kaparathia. Okay, so kapar means to dig or search for. Is that one of the verbs we got earlier? Let me see. It's to dig. No, I think the one I had was bury. Let me check. Okay, so you know this one. So this is a good verb to get down. It means to dig. Search for. Okay, for the most part, it means dug or dig. Okay. The well. So we got ba'ar means a well or a pit. So ba'ar is well or pit. Okay. And I think we come into the end, and then haza'ath, it comes from the root. Okay, za'ath, which means, we have one more line. Za'ath. Let's get it. It means hereby. What's the most common? All right, so let's get this line. Okay, so what's it in the verse? It means this. Let me see. The same or hereby. Let me put. Means hereby. So what is it? It's an adverb. So let me get it in the context of the I have dug the well or this well. So this word za'af or haza'af would be used to say the noun is the well, right? And then this is the adverb saying this well, this one hereby. Okay. So za'af, hereby, or the same, hereby, likewise. Some adverb. Let me put adverb here. Okay. All right. And we a little over on the time, so it's 9:01. Okay, make sure you'll tune into tonight's class, which is not tonight's class, tonight's the Captain of Saddam Gabar's radio show on the ends. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you'll tune into that. Of course, we have all the classes throughout the week, Monday through to Friday, and Saturday also the Sabbath service. I also have a show on the TikTok, Real-Time Revelations. Make sure you'll tune in on that every Monday and Thursday, 6 p.m. till 7 p.m. on the ISUPK UK TikTok. And of course, tonight on the end, where Captain Karathian of Saddam Gabar will bring out, you know what I'm saying, the heavy topics that needs to be brought out in the UK. Without further ado, Slack, was there anybody else that was still writing down, or you're good to go?
I was still busy, but I will watch it back. I'm gonna watch it back, and I'll.
Okay, Salaki. I know, sweat.
Yes, sir.
All right, with that, I'm gonna just salute y'all out real quick. So, let's see. You men of Israel, I'm Madiam. Please stand. All right. I'm Madiam Shabbat. I'm Madiam Barak.
Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barakatam.
Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barakatam. Yad Yamatah. And then the sisters, if y'all could stand, we'll salute the sisters. Okay, ye men of Israel. No, I'll get you got ready. Ye men of Israel, I'm Madiam. I'm Madiam Shabbat. I'm Madiam Barak. Yahweh Shema Most High in Christ. Yad Yamatah, and class dismissed. All right. Well, if y'all for joining once again, I'll see y'all next week. If anybody else, if anybody needs anything I went over during this class, of course, just contact me. I'll get it over to you, and I'll see y'all next week. All right.
Shalom.
Shalom, Lord Christ.
Pando killed the beat.
I don't know who, somebody need to hear this. Y'all don't speak Hebrew, that's Yiddish. How the fuck you try to label us anti-Semitic? We the Israelites, blacks and native Hispanics. The Germans getting locked up for the Holocaust. Meanwhile, black people still up in the Holocaust. 100 million of us died in the transatlantic. 6 million died, y'all want the world to never forget it. You can never be a Jew, you a Ashkenaz. This ain't a star dumb, a gun that would die. Yeah, Yeezy told the truth and got ostracized. Not one person in the Bible had on a yarmulke. We were slaves in America like we was in Egypt. Y'all don't even fit the curses in the Torah neither. Y'all was blind to the truth, I had to make it clear. How Jerusalem, your land, your people came from Europe. That was 1947, your menorah got 9 sticks, it's really only 7. Yeah, it's us against the world, Armageddon. This what happened when you inherit lies from your ancestors. Y'all the synagogue of Satan with them black hats. Your whole nation sitting ducks, Aflacs. Bunch of thieves and culture vultures, ain't nothing kosher. To tell the truth, you vagabonds don't have a culture. Macedonia, Alexander and Philip, you a convert, so tell me, how the fuck is you Israel? That don't make you the people just cause you litter. Why my people can't hate your people like y'all hate Hitler? All the prophets was black and was called nigga. Y'all don't even fit the description that's in the scriptures. Abraham, all the way down to Jacob, we the real Jews. Y'all don't study Christ, y'all follow the Talmud. Keep it real, yeah, let's keep it real. Cold hard truth, it give you chills. Say y'all Jewish cause y'all ain't really them. About to do them like Hammond, it's the Feast of Purim.